What's up, Zoom? Today was long day, and it was warm and humid and kind of nasty. How was your day? Yeah, I don't know if you saw it in the chat earlier, Zoom. I talked to Jack earlier today. He says hello, and he has been trying to check on your knife. It is still being held up in the mail. Um, it's still stuck somewhere he thinks in California, and the tracking for it is not working. So he thinks what's going to happen is eventually it's probably going to get returned to him. And if it does, he'll try and resend it. And we'll keep you up to date on it. Because the post office and everything is uh, they're fucking up on things that are coming, into the US from other countries because of the COVID thing. So we'll keep you up to date on it. What's up, Don? Yeah, bazookas are a little overkill, like right to the face. I'd rather aim, to try and get as many riders with one shot, hit it towards the ground right in front of them and make a nice crater with a lot of shrapnel. uh, Give me a couple minutes here, guys. I'm going to make sure all the platforms are up and running correctly, so I will be back shortly.
Hey, what's up?
Living the dream. Oh wait, it's a nightmare.
Hell no. Never a nightmare. Never a nightmare. Hey, Zoom Bay, what's up, buddy? My cat just fell off this thing she's laying on.
And
Now I got another light I can plug in if that ain't enough. If you guys want, I got another light bulb. I can just let me know. All I gotta do is plug it in. It's right there. Let me turn it on. How about it? How about that? That's more light there, ain't it?
that's good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. You kind of echoing a little bit, but
Yeah, my microphone levels just have a mind of their own.
okay, yeah, that's what it is. It actually, it just sounds different from last time I heard it. That's all.
I'm
Sounds
not
better.
using my earbuds right now. I'm using just the laptop speaker and microphone. So,
Oh, okay.
and I'm trying a different type of internet connection too, so that may have something to do with it.
Yeah. Zoom bait seen them sparks. That's what happens when you put the bulb in, when you leave it just sitting there.
No, he's talking Sparks on Mixer.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
there's a Zoom. There's a thing. If you ever use the Mixer platform to watch us, there's like social currency in Mixer that you get, and then you can spend it by putting like stickers and stuff. They call them Sparks. That's all it is.
I washed my hair with shampoo.
Nope. I shaved my head, so I don't have to worry about that for a little while.
I think that was like the second time this year I've even used shampoo.
Man, I hope Aaron doesn't go out and bother those firefighters and cops right now.
He won't. He won't make it that far.
Yeah. Especially if he can't find his glasses. He doesn't want to be
Yeah.
stumbling around in the dark.
Yeah. He knows better than to go out there drunk as shit. He knows better than that.
Well, did you see what I was putting in the chat? Because
Yeah.
I found out it was a motorcycle accident with kids.
Yeah.
You don't need to bother them.
Nope. I'm the same way, man. Well, and this is the thing. Why put your face out there if you don't have to? You know what I mean? You put your face out there, they see you, and you don't have to.
Especially after he just dealt with the cops, a week or so ago.
Because I'm going to tell you one thing. The cops can't fuck with you if you're not in their fucking face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You stay out of their fucking face, and you ain't got to worry about it. But, sometimes you can't help it, but, that's why you don't go putting yourself in their face where they can see you. Simple as that. Simple as that. You won't be surprised how much trouble that'll keep you out of in prison, man.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Stay out of their face, man. Simple as that. Shit, I learned how to survive, man. I was telling my mom the story about how when I got busted with weed in prison. I said, you don't never deny anything. I said, even if they catch it with you in your hand, you say, nuh-uh. And when they caught me, they said, is this your weed? And I said, no, sir. He goes, well, it's in your jacket. I says, that ain't my jacket. He says, it's got your name on it. I says, no, it doesn't. I says, mine's folded up on my bed in the dorm. Go look. I was lying my ass off. But that's how it is. You never admit to nothing.
Well, what do they do if they catch you with weed? They throw you in solitary for a week or something?
Oh, man, I did 4.5 months in confinement. I lost a whole year of game time. I'm lucky I didn't get an outside charge, only because there was like 14 of us that got caught at the same day. But, yeah, I lost a whole year of game time, man.
I think I'd rather be in solitary than have to deal with the general population.
No way, man. Because there ain't no heat, there ain't no air conditioning. So it's hell. It's hell. And they don't give a shit about you, man. I went from the confinement, I went psych on them. I did a week in psych cell, man. I went on a hunger strike. Quit talking. Sure did, man. I pulled one on them. I cut my arm, and then they want to know what I cut my arm with. I quit talking to them. I quit speaking. Yeah, it worked, man. Actually,
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Emerald?
Fire in the motherfucking bowl.
Fire in the goat.
Yes, kick that goat.
The goat's on the DMT.
Rock on. Oh my gosh. So, what's going on, folks?
Yeah, we were watching Aaron's stream, and a whole bunch of cops were flying past where he's staying, and he was getting all ready to go out and investigate it. But I was listening to the scanner. It turned out to be a bad motorcycle accident with some hurt kids. So we were trying to convince her not to go, run out and get involved with the cops over that.
Right.
I guess it was bad enough they got to call a helicopter and medevac him from the fire department there.
Right. Wow. But yeah, it's well, kind of crazy.
Hey, was that your your brother there, or is that not? Didn't he have like a number in his?
187?
Oh, that ain't him then.
No.
Oh, I'm growing a beard.
I see that.
Just because I'm lazy.
I'm thinking of shaving my goatee off and just going with a mustache for a while.
Oh, really?
My shit grows back real fast, so if I don't like it, 1 month, my goatee will be back.
Right? Hey, whatever makes you happy, brother.
Because it's getting to the point where I could make a nice handlebar out of it.
There you go. What is this the Liam in here? How you doing, Liam?
Yeah, he's asking what we think, Trump or Obama.
Trump, baby. Trump.
Trump is not a pedo. Okay.
I look like MMA.
Anything but.
No, I'm not MMA, man. Well, I guess. I don't know. I can kick some ass, man. I ain't had my ass kicked in fucking 30 years. I'm due for one. I wish somebody would show me.
He's not like a Democrats.
Well,
Trump ain't like the Democrats.
Trump?
Yeah.
No. Trump, he's eliminating the fucking pedo ring. He's eliminating the pedo ring. Yep.
Thousands are already in prison.
Yeah.
So,
And
Liam, are you over in the UK? Because if you are, I wouldn't trust anything that the UK media puts out.
not a single thing,
Not
dude.
a single word.
Yeah.
You're in Manchester. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry to hear that, bro.
And I only say that because I've seen it with my own eyes. These two eyeballs that are looking.
We have friends over in the UK, and they
sounds crazy.
let us know the truth of what's going on.
Yeah, we've seen it firsthand. They even victimized our friend.
Yep.
You got friends?
Well, UK.
Oh,
That UK guy, remember?
I know. Hell no. You ain't got no friends. Hell
They keep
no.
knocking on his door over shit that he had coming over his screen because of being on the show.
Yep. Mikey B is real tight with Tommy Robinson. That's why he got all fucked with.
Yep.
And then we got Timmy up in Reading, JSUK. JSUK. I still see him over on Ben's streams all the time.
And
I talked to him about a week ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He had a pretty pussy, too.
No, yeah. You just wanted to say that. I know you.
Well, he showed it to us.
Damn it.
That's his buddy, though. That's his buddy, though. Because it goes on walks with him. I told him, try to call it with your mind, man. You never know.
He was trying. I think his mask blocked it. He went out with that mask on his head. I was looking for it
in the house
when they started with this mask shit. I was like, oh, I thought of him, man. I was like trying to catch up. I was like, I would have encouraged you to wear that out in public. There you go. You got your mask right here, Mr. UK. Right.
When I go in public, I wear 2 masks.
Oh, yeah?
And nothing else.
One covers it.
Florida, did you see the video?
And I never mix the two. I never mix them up.
There was a video that came out a week ago. Some chick was over in the Ukraine, in Kiev, the capital, and she was trying to go get something done at the post office, and she's standing in line, and when she gets to the counter, the clerk refused to wait on her because she wasn't wearing a mask. So she dropped her fucking pants and pulled off her undies and put her undies over her head. It's all caught on the security cameras. It was fucking hilarious.
So,
oh shit!
She was gonna super infect them then. Hey,
yep, she traumatized them.
I'm not sure if that's gonna help, lady.
Where's that box?
I'm not sure. Not sure that's gonna help.
I don't want to leave that on the floor. Nice.
Where do you want?
So I'm over here for now.
How much weed is there? Oh man, there's a lot here. A whole lot. A lot.
What's that?
It varies price wise, across the country.
Yeah.
Where I'm at, up in Ohio, you can get an 1/8 ounce of good kind bud for $40, $35 if you know somebody.
Yeah, it's like 10 or 20 a gram.
Yeah.
A little more expensive than the dispensaries over in Illinois, but it's all legit.
Well, that's because they tax them like crazy there.
Yeah.
This is what mine looks like right here.
I need to pull out some more too.
That's mine right there.
Well, what's the conversion from pound to U.S. dollar right now? I'm not sure offhand.
It would be euro to dollar. They're still on the euro. Ugh.
30 pounds for 3.5 grams. That's like 50 an ounce, an eighth, 50 an eighth. Yeah, that's about what it is here for like medical shit.
Yeah,
40.
Nathan's gonna have
It's
to
like,
use. Yeah, it's all crazy though because you really don't need that much of any of it anymore. So an eighth has got, what an ounce used to get you.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
seriously, check you out.
Called Lucid Dream, and it tastes amazing.
Oh, Blue Dream, that is some killer, man.
Lucid Dream. It's a derivative of Blue Dream. You've got some of that genetics.
Your sound just did something about halfway.
I my mic. It just keeps bouncing all around level wise.
Don T. Rump.
I think I'm gonna break down and buy a new laptop tomorrow because I've about had it with this thing. Fire in the goat. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
Oh, there's A Oddball, A Southern Belle.
God.
Ooh, no, I don't touch Apple products, man. I haven't worked on an Apple product for 25 years. Do not like them.
Okay. Okay.
What's up, Larry?
All right.
Hello.
So, what have you been working on, Florida?
A couple of shitty paintings.
Why are you working on shitty paintings?
I don't know.
You should be working on some masterpieces, bro.
I got the perfect piece for that. Let me show you this. Let me show you what I got. Yeah, that's right. That's what I wanted to tell you. That's right. Now I remember. Got a little bit of oil in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah? Okay, what are you going to do with that?
They're bell pins.
That's going to be a delight. So you're actually going to put it back together and use that as the light pan, right?
Yeah, but watch it. It'll it's real balanced. It'll spin around. Remember you was talking about spinning it?
No, but yeah, that sounds kind of interesting. There you go.
It's real balanced.
That's gonna be. Oh my god, he's built. You know what he's building? He's building a lighthouse light.
Yeah. and I can put a bearing anywhere in there.
Right. It would have to be battery operated.
Well, I was thinking maybe like have like a crank and use a real big chain. I got a long chain. Let me show you this chain I got.
All right. There you go.
So that's pretty long. You know, I can like do something where you can crank it down here and it'll, you know, 'cause that's pretty long. I can do something like that.
Yeah, there you go. Put a cog on the bottom of it. The chain turns it. So
Yep. Yep.
put a block stop on it so you don't twist the wires out for your light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't turn a whole 360, plus.
Yeah. Right. Well, I've pulled the lamps apart, man. That's had wire twisted all the way up the fucking to the switch inside that rod. There's like a not rod. It's like a tube.
Especially when that socket gets loose after age and it starts spinning.
Yeah, the connector where they go together.
Yeah.
Big pile of shit just fell over there. All that pile there, got a huge pile over there. Oh, God.
Southern Belle, Tanya Starma. What's up, guys? Welcome, man.
It's a cool chain, though, man. You could take this thing.
Is that a bicycle chain?
You could whoop somebody's ass with this.
Chain? Is it a regular bicycle chain or is it something thicker?
No. It come off of a. Actually, it looks smaller. It looks smaller than a bicycle chain.
You said come off of a what?
Exercise bike.
Oh yeah. Huh.
That's where I'm at. Also, I'm gonna do the bottom different, and I'm gonna start with. Well, you can't even see it. But I'm gonna start that not so big and do it a little bit.
This is not so heavy. He's just sitting trying to carry this damn thing when he first put it together. He's like, I need a crane.
Somebody even said they could swing it. I said, buddy, you ain't gonna swing that around. I said, you can take it out in the yard. The only way you're gonna swing it is if you hold it at both ends. Then you might swing it. But you ain't gonna go out there and hold it and swing it like a bat. You ain't gonna swing it at nobody. You wouldn't even be able to pick it up.
Right. You were going to sell it by the pound, right?
Yeah, you couldn't even hold it level, much less up over your head. Well, maybe. Maybe. I don't think I could.
That steel's worth $1 a pound. Come on.
No, man, it's worth like $7.50 every 100. Man, it's bad.
Really?
Yeah. Probably lower than that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No shit. No, is that cheap?
Well,
It ain't that cheap when you're buying it.
Yeah. Oh man, probably cheaper than that, man.
It ain't that cheap when you're buying it.
Look at that one. It's hard to see the colors. I had to put the shiny shit on it so the colors would come out in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, don't hold it so close.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Here. All right. Hold on. Let me bring it up.
But you can't really see the. Right. Anyways, let me get this other one. This one's dry. This one's almost dry.
Okay. So how did you make that one? Do you use the hair dryer or?
Well, my torch a little bit.
Torch. Oh, okay. So those are acrylics.
Yeah. And that one's not dry yet. You see it moving?
Cool.
See it moving?
That one's really. Yeah.
It looks like a head, don't it?
Yes, it does. It looks like a face in a
Yeah.
like a time warp.
I can't turn it.
Don't mess it up, man. Go set it back down so you don't mess it up. It looks beautiful. Don't just set it flat over there.
You can see it moving. It wrinkled up a little bit.
Oh man.
It's all right. It'll flatten out.
It looks awesome.
It does. It looks like a head, man.
Yeah, like a head in a time warp kind of thing.
So you gotta let that thing dry. That's it. That's all I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that right there wore me out, man. I'm done.
It wore you out.
Yeah, I'm done working.
Done working. Damn.
Yep.
We were working till it was too dark to take video, but I'll take video tomorrow again.
You don't like this speed, you ain't gonna like the other one.
Who's not liking the speed?
I would try to make it Southern Belle. I would try to make it like in that style. You know, I think this one I'm gonna make it in that style, kind of a little bit. That
Allison
sting-
B. Wow, welcome in. Jimmy Bean's in the house.
I got something for Jimmy Bean too. It's brass. I was gonna like tap it, drill a hole and tap it. That way you could use it for like a hood ornament. Because it's
Put it
about
on
a
stick.
yeah, it's about it. Yeah. Just put like a quarter 20 threaded little just threaded rod up there. That's about the most common threads there is. Basically, it's what goes up in the bottom of the phone or your
Right?
cameras, bottom of your cameras. It's a very, very common thread on motorcycles too, actually.
But a 1024 would be one that's usually I'm always ended up have to find screws and bolts for. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying
threaded rod.
yeah, that's right. I'm not saying it right. Quarter 20, that's not exactly correct. It's like 20, like you said, 24 threads every 2.4 threads for 10 centimeters.
Right. Yeah. It's effectively 10 gauge wire, 24 threads per inch. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you can screw up in the bottom of them cameras. That's it. Yeah, I got a piece of that that's 5 foot long. I got it right there. I got 5 foot. And that ain't the only one. I had 4 more. I cut them all up into shorter pieces. Just making shit. Just making stuff. Taking it back apart.
Yeah.
It's over there in a pile. Look at this pile. Now you want to see a pile?
Native Engine, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Welcome.
that's my electronics pile. And these are my gears right here.
There's the lamp. That's the lamp we were looking for.
Hang on.
He took it apart. I bet you he took it apart because it was too heavy for your floor, wasn't it?
No. I gotta go back and really see. They don't my washers and nuts don't fit up into these.
No comment.
See, that's a big.
Don't fit up in there.
Right,
That's a big. You need a big washer.
right.
Snug that down. You know what I mean? To snug it down.
Yeah.
So, like every so often, I need to like use some proper fittings to really snug it
Keep
down
it
to the
together.
rod so that it's not real tight in one spot and real loose, and it'll bend.
Did you ever think about tack welding them?
I don't have a welder, but
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought you did.
no, I've never been like a metal guy, you know.
Right. I won't give you any ways around it, but either. Never mind. I was gonna say there's some like weird ways to use welding rods, but
Oh,
yeah. Like I don't suggest you try it.
I've done it before. I know how to do it.
Well, I mean with a proper welder and stuff.
Yeah, but I wouldn't need to. I could just. What I do is put it together like most of the way, and then I'll go back and do it over. But like, it's got a little bit of weight to it, and I want to make it stiff.
Well, you know what? The other thing you could do, you could turn around and clamp them together and then drill them and then put a
That you're not going. You could drill through those, but it's difficult. That's the hardest steel that's in there.
stuff, right?
That is some extremely hard, and those gears are like a different kind of a steel. It's weird. It's gray. It's weird. It's hard as shit.
A lot of chromium in it. It's a high chromium.
I fucking wouldn't know, but you can tell it's
a hardness of it. Yeah.
Expensive to make.
Oh yeah.
And then like some of these other hub pieces, they're not that same steel. They're hard steel, but not like that. But I can drill straight through them crankshafts. I thought about drilling through that one.
I tried to tell him, Bill. I did. I told him. I talked to him. He had it together. I was like, dude, there's people who pay a bunch of money for that. He goes, but it's
drilling through that.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty solid feet, man. This is heavy, man. I dropped this on that.
Looks like I was going for a walk.
Pinched my finger.
Streams.
Do what? The news?
Detroit.
I think Aaron just went live again, and I think he's gonna try and go walk and see what's up in his little village.
Oh yeah, I should have left it together, huh? Yeah, they would have liked it. I can put it back together.
You want me to stream him? I'll grab him and stream him.
Yeah, if you can pull it up, if you can find him, he's being shadow banned.
Oh, I got links.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Everybody's having trouble finding the stream the last couple of days.
All right.
Yeah, it's fun doing this, but I gotta be, in the mood. I can't, make it. You know what I mean? Not all the time. Sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like fucking dumping paint around and making a mess.
Painting your keyboard and shit like that.
Yeah, well, not today. But I did put some.
Not today.
I did put some wrinkles in it, though, man. Oh, shit.
Yeah, but Florida, like Bell was saying, people pay big money for those steampunk-like lamps, man. And yeah, they're heavy as shit, but people pay big money for them, dude.
Well, that stuff I like the way it started looking. So, I mean, all I gotta do is put it back together. I got all the parts right there.
Right. And just torque that bitch down at the top. You know what I'm saying? Once you got it all put together the way you want it, torque it down hard and it won't come apart.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I was doing. Actually, I should go get some more washers, man. I need some.
But dude, you could get, I guarantee you sell it for $200-$300, man. Easy.
I was liking how that was looking. So I definitely put it back.
That was looking cool as hell.
Yeah. And those I got some there's bronze pieces in there, and I put these washers in between it. It looked kind of cool. Yeah, I should put it back together, but I mean, it's boring. You wouldn't be able to see me do that.
He's not got no sound? Hold on, let me see about the sound.
His audio is really bad.
The other things, Canoe. Yeah. Oh, and he got a lighter. Jesus Christ. Come on. I need a lighter. Canoe, I need a lighter. No, I can't sit here.
Oh, no, he's drunk.
I gotta smoke cigarettes.
Oh,
It's my
shit.
job.
It's his job.
I got one. Oh, I got a lighter. I'm fucked. I'm absolutely fucked. No. I'll sit right here. Trying to break into my store. This is where I sit.
No, you hit that button. You can't hear me, can you?
No, I gotta go back.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll give a fuck.
Oh, man.
It's my store. Hey, I made a present. Canoe. I made a present. Alright, let's go back to the camper. This camper. Now I need a light.
Oh, what the hell?
Well, later. I ain't got no dope to smoke. Okay. But this is a sure fine. And yes, they got the wood stacked up for the campers. The fucking campers. And you got Fresh Market. And there's a laundromat. What do you fucking do? But it's right in my backyard. And I got the right to protect this shit. That's what I'm saying. Fuck you. That's my grocery store. You asshole. That's where the steaks are and shit. And he's gonna steal my steaks? I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna steal.
Dude,
Oh, no, he's drunk.
Them are mine.
He's way too
And
drunk.
warehouse dwellers.
You ought not restream that, Canoe.
I love it.
You ought not. Well, it probably won't matter because they won't be able to get back.
Fuck everybody. Fucking haters. I hate people I hate.
he's that's his whole thing. Yeah, you shouldn't restream that, man.
Come on. We're trying to have a nice, beautiful world here. And
Hold on a second.
All right, here comes the trailer. Oh, you guys can't see shit. Hold on. Let me get it. I think I can get this.
Hell no.
I got it extended up. See how it's popped up right there?
Now that's some funny shit, man. Drunk capture. That could be a thing, man. Drunk capture.
No,
Hey, look, drunk capture.
even if I'm in a pub tent in the middle of the fucking 40 below zero, and the tires likes that. I do. I like the extremes. It's fun. It's fun. I need to sit down.
Drunk capture, man. He just invented a thing, man.
We're in a trailer. All right. Close the door. Door closed. All right. All right. I need to get this phone plugged in.
Yeah, you need more than that, Aaron.
Hour. A power hour. Where's my lighter, by the way? I thought I was supposed to have a lighter.
Oh, I thought that was Aaron's.
Oh,
Emerald, man, we can see that, dude. Emerald, we can see your thing, man.
Hold on. Oh, you can see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch completely freaked out on me.
There you go. Now it went. There you go. Yeah.
All right. So Twitch freaked out on me, lost my username and password, and the recovery thing.
Still got that tab open or something. I thought that was Aaron going through his thing, man. That's why I was saying you might not should restream that. I thought that was Aaron doing the drunk capture. That was you, man. You started a new thing, dude. I know. I'm telling you, that's a thing. Drunk capture.
Oh my god, yeah. No.
And I thought it was Aaron. I thought it was Aaron doing that.
Coming in.
You know what? I don't see any more Twitch comments. You might not be restreaming over there.
I know. I'm worried about that. That's what I'm thinking is part of the problem here. I didn't log into all the channels, and I realized that I did a clean on my system earlier today.
Oh, it's probably still open if you
on the platforms earlier. They were all running fine. I'll recheck Twitch now.
Don T. Rump says stop hanging your pride. I thought that was Aaron's screen. That's why I was saying, man, I thought Aaron had like touched his phone and it went there or something like that. Till I saw the mouse moving around. Yep, I see your canoes. I see it. You got it.
Yep, it just came through. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll work.
Well, I still have to figure out my login, and it said it was going to send me an email.
Oh yeah, you got to go through that thing.
Yeah, but it was there's no email. It hasn't sent me an email.
You have to refresh, or you can get them to send you another one.
Yeah, I that's what I was trying to do.
Next time you should wait and put all your until you do like a credit card order, then do that.
What the hell?
Then we could watch. Then we could order some stuff for you.
None of my sign-ins saved. All of my sign-ins have been wiped out. What the hell?
I don't know, man. Maybe when you close that tab, you know, like if you just close out that tab, I don't know what. But it did that to me one time. It was trying to make me do one of those things where you pick which frame is the bus in, and you can't see it on a phone. You know, a fucking boat looks like a bus when you're looking at it on your phone. Try picking out a motorcycle handlebar when it's next to a ferry boat. On a little tiny screen. You don't know what the fuck is what on that thing, man.
All right, I got in there. All right, so we're there. YouTube squared away pretty easy, but Twitch is being a total.
Do we have lots of weed here? buddy, he ain't got no clue. What's your
Leave that
definition?
Florida. That's where they grow most of it.
Yeah. What's your definition of lots? Talking about acreage wise or weight wise?
Right.
I've seen 75 pounds with these two things in front of my ears. I do all my sight with it. Everything I can't hear, whatever I can't hear, it hits these.
He doesn't have blood. He has CBD system.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna hit this one here, man. I've been having to use this little dish, man. Did somebody say weed? Hell yeah. Somebody said it.
Cheers.
Man, Canoes, you wasn't lying when you said you shaved your head, man.
Oh yeah. About a week ago.
That looks like
I had to. When it
That
gets hot and
less than
humid out here, having any kind of hair drives me nuts.
looks like less than one.
Oh, it's straight blade. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
No guard. I don't use a guard.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm still dealing with this crap. What the hell?
Ooh.
What the? Twitch is being totally stupid. It won't let me confirm my friggin' information.
That one will look pretty cool after it dries, man.
Oh, you want to talk to support? You gotta fucking log in, but I don't know my username and password, which is why I'm contacting support because the system is screwed. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, Don is one of the flying monkeys. Now I'll tell you, Don knows his shit, man. He ain't no wing ding like some people. He ain't no wing a dinger. He's pretty smart dude. You know what I mean? And native Indian. What's up, bro?
Okay, hold on. We have gotten it through finally this time, maybe.
Well, I don't know. He might be a little bit wingy dangy, but he didn't give me shit when I told him I don't think there's whatever in the middle there. Whatever they're saying nowadays. He's all of the flying monkeys.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man, dude, you got Jason right behind you.
No, that's not Jason. That's Larry.
Oh, evacuate Camp Crystal Lake, Emerald. Now. Try not to get split in half with a machete. That's the main goal.
Have you ever seen anybody playing that Friday the 13th video game that came out a couple of years ago? Oh, there's people that play it on Twitch and YouTube and everything. It is one brutal game. The things you can do. Oh my!
Hey,
the way you can kill people in that game, it's kind of disgusting.
if you have not seen Friday the 13th Part 2, do not. Don't. 3 is kind of weird. Like if you want to, it would be like a good 80s nostalgia movie, you know, but not like scary. But the first one now, that was the shit, I think. That's why that one scared the shit out of me when I was 10 years old or whenever it came out.
Right.
I mean, that scared the shit out of me. That old lady, man.
One of the movies that came out that really freaked us out as kids, Helter Skelter, and it was mostly because all the adults got all freaked out over it, right?
Right.
And nobody would let us in and watch TV at their place and all that stuff, and they were all freaked out. No, it was a big national expose or something. It was like they were freaked out because it really happened, and Charles Manson, crazy shit, you know. Here we were just thinking it was another horror movie, you know what I'm saying, at the time.
I think that whole thing was faked.
I don't know.
And Charles Manson was just the patsy. Him and the other ones, they were just patsies, man.
Right.
You know? That action was taken, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it wasn't. I mean, all we seen was a picture of some hideous shit. Maybe it was. You know.
Right.
I made a joke earlier to my mom. I says, "Look, this is what you do. Go take out a life insurance policy on me, and then I'm gonna go build a rocket."
Oh, Jesus, not you and the rocket thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Everybody's gonna see me get in it, right? But I'm not really gonna get in it. I'm gonna get in like a little space underneath something and get it, you know. And I'm gonna shoot the rocket up there, man, and blow it up. He says, "Then what are you gonna do?" I says, "We're gonna split the money."
Well, that plan's out the window now.
And I'm gonna get a new ID. I'm gonna be Pedro.
You
I'm gonna be big.
gotta be Pedro.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I guess that plan's out now. You can't do that
I mean,
one.
wouldn't that be the perfect way to make your, you know what I mean, to do, you know how people, they'll leave their wallet in a kayak and push it out to sea, like they, you know, but what if everybody sees you get in that rocket and shoot yourself up? And there they go, look, there he goes. Pow.
Right.
Well, there he went. Nobody would ever know, man. They think you just, they said, look at that dumbass. Just like that guy, man. Just like that dude.
Right.
You know. Because who would make something without testing it first? Nobody does that. Nobody ever does that. I've never done that. I've never built jack shit that I haven't tried out first.
Especially when there is a good possibility you're gonna die.
Especially when you're putting your ass inside that thing and riding it. It's different when you're riding something or you're building a stump grinder. You know what I mean? Stump grinder would be dangerous. I want to make one. But it's dangerous.
Right. It's a
That's a
teleportation.
little bit different than climbing into a machine and shooting yourself up in.
Right. It's a teleportation device. It's going to take you apart and it'll put you back together. Don't mind the sharp teeth.
If you got confident, shoot it up
It's
just a little
experimental phase.
Yeah,
So don't worry about it. We'll get it.
See if it works. You know what I mean? Put your dog or your cat in it if you're that confident. You know. But that's what I guarantee you, man. That's what he did. He says, "I'm gonna fool everybody. See y'all later." He's in he's somewhere getting high.
Getting high. And don't forget your towel. Talking about that, kick a goat. So we got all the green beans and cucumbers in the ground today. So we got all that going. And
5 stones down? No shit.
well, yeah, what's up with that?
Really? Man. Well,
Yeah, who
we're
cares?
We're that bad.
You know what? That's not necessarily true either. I'm serious. I don't trust those numbers over YouTube at all whatsoever. Because, you know,
They're completely arbitrary.
If you want to hear something unbelievable, I've only hit the like button once as long as you've been doing this.
I know, and I had to pay you to do it.
No, I ain't got paid yet. Don't tell that lie now. I'm still waiting on my paycheck.
Oh, that's right. You told me you weren't paying for that.
I'm done. You ain't getting no more free work out of me, man.
Rock on.
Taking a break. I'm off work. I'm off the clock. I'm off the clock. Can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Can't tell me nothing.
Give me a break, brother.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm just
I know.
Hey, don't think I haven't told a boss that before. I told one guy, I said, "Look here, man. I'll go home and do the dishes in my own fucking house and sit down." Just like that.
You didn't like that, I'm sure.
No, I told him just like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I said, because I don't do that to other people. I don't leave the kitchen looking like that for someone else to start their job. I said, I done all the other day, didn't say nothing. It happened again. I didn't say nothing. Today, I'll go to the fucking house and do my own dishes. and sit on my ass.
Right.
I told him that.
What did he say?
He got somebody to do the dishes, man. Somebody else. I hadn't even clocked on yet. The whole fucking back sink was piled full, man. It was a Shoney's.
Right. They just leave it for, yeah.
Well, they thought they were. I did them once. And partway the second day I was bitching about it, but the third time that happened, I says, "Look here, man, I don't leave nobody else for that for nobody else, you know."
Right. That was ridiculous. They're just getting away with not having to do that shit, and they're on their shift.
Yeah, exactly. I said, if you want me to start at 3 o'clock or whatever, put me on a schedule earlier. You know, not a problem. But, you know, if that schedule says 4 o'clock, I'm going to show up at 4.
Yep.
Actually, what it was is I was scheduled for 5, and I was up there at like 4:30. and
What's up, Miriam?
they were real busy. No, you got to tell your boss just straight up how you feel, or else you will never resolve whatever issue it is. Like whether it's anything. That's what I think. And a good boss is gonna listen to what you have to say, as long as you're not disrespectful, or trying to like
Right.
uh uh like badmouth him. You're just telling him.
That did sound kind of creepy, Miriam. If you know, Bill, Wild Bill's ghost is your neighbor.
Where is Wild Bill?
He's your neighbor.
Oh, I don't get that one though, because I guess I'm high.
Maybe just a little. Oh man.
Oh, I did get a new banger too, man.
Oh no, really? Yeah, they're all going stupid on Capitol Hill about the subpoenas and stuff. Dude, it's so funny. Yeah, they're going crazy about these subpoenas and stuff like that. They in the Congress, in the House.
I'd like to see what comes out of that.
Uh-huh.
I'm just waiting to see. I'm gonna give fucking.
Well, they got the legislation on the table right now to put out indictments for Comey and McCabe and all these people attached to this, and the Democrats are hating it because they got no say, because this all happens in the Senate. And
that could be the smoke screen for when the real indictments come out.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what they're doing. That's why they can't have General Flynn talking publicly about what they're scared of him talking about, and that's coming. What I seen a pundit show the other day was talking like once Flynn gets cleared of all this stuff, because he will be.
We don't even know how bad it was.
Well,
man.
they were saying something about the rumors that Trump's going to put him possibly in charge of the FBI.
We don't even know how bad it was, man.
Oh, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, well, we got an idea, but it's a lot worse than you think.
It always is. Always, everything always is.
And that's why the Democrats are shaking in their boots. They're trying to stop this. Because guess what? I have a feeling McCabe is singing like a songbird.
Who knows? Who knows?
No, he was the weak link. He was the weak link. He was the one that came out when they started attacking him and putting him out. Listen, guys, I'm not going down alone. You're going to figure out something, because if I'm going down, I'm taking everyone with me.
Fuck, none of them are going down. Shit, they're going down on each other. Talking about, oh yeah, this is nice being out of jail. Shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason for as much distraction and chaos as they could create. And since they ain't got the lockdowns to work with.
I've got faith, though. I do. I've got faith. I've got.
I believe in the individual, and I think there's a lot more of us out there that like us than we even have a clue.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You got that right.
And a lot of these young kids ain't falling for that shit either, because guess what? The number one thing a teenager does: rebel against authority. You want to lock me down? What?
That's right.
Yep. Okay.
That's right.
So they're creating their own rebels.
Yep.
Yeah.
exactly right. They all fell for the okie doke. Yep. I would have too, man. I would have believed it.
Yeah. It's only the sick basement dweller college kids that have been all the way through the indoctrination system that are out there doing this stuff,
Well, they
bringing
don't know
their
anything. They've never
friends
seen
and their
anything different, is what it is. Never been out of the country, dude. If the average person was to leave the country and go to Europe for 2 weeks, they would kiss the ground when they landed on the back on the United States. They would kiss the ground. They would say, "Tell me more about this Constitution you're talking about. What are these bills of rights you're talking about? Let them
right.
go. Let them go to Turkey for 2 weeks and shit in a concrete hole
Yeah.
because that's the bathroom."
Yep. This is where you're going to live.
and and you're not going to speak out over there.
No.
Go to these
You
other
just,
countries, you can't speak out over there. But they don't know that.
One
They
thing
don't know
I've
anything different.
heard,
You know,
one thing I've heard over the years, you do not want to end up in prison in Turkey. It's about the worst that you could possibly get.
well, you're not having a good day. They're going to be making jokes about you. You better not tell nobody. They're going to say, "So, you saw the inside of a Turkish prison?
right.
did,
Uh,
did they see the inside of you?" I hope not.
well, yeah. I
Dude,
mean,
that one movie, man, they turned totally fucking gay in there. In that movie, Midnight Express.
right. Right.
I couldn't believe that shit, man. They didn't even make it mean like prison mean or nothing. You know what I mean? That prison they had there, that shit looked soft as hell. It was so soft they were in the shower making out. It was like one of those romance novels. Man, Turkey, dude. Last time I was there was in '85. It was a dirty fucking country, man. Dirty as shit. It stunk everywhere you went. All the streets were dirty. You know what I mean? It smelled like piss everywhere. The ocean smelled like shit and piss and the ocean.
There's a judge in Tennessee that's
It in,
Tennessee must let all registered voters cast ballots by mail amid coronavirus judge rules.
I don't know where that is, Don. But anyway, what was that, Emerald? I didn't hear you.
There was a judge in Tennessee that put off a ruling that Tennessee must let all registered voters cast ballots by mail during the
They did
coronavirus.
a thing here with the felons. They don't have to pay their fine. They can all vote without paying their fines.
Yep, no bail. That's New York.
Oh, okay, Don. Yeah. My dad met my mom when he was stationed in Vietnam. He did 2 tours. On the second tour, he got in a helicopter accident. And he broke his wrist. So he was transporting prisoners, and that's how he met my mom in Istanbul. Shit, man. I'd like to show you all my dad's medals and awards. He's got these commendations. We got a whole, I mean, there's like 43 of them or something like that. It's just, you would know what they all were, and you'd know what every single one of them was.
Right. There's just, it's all chaos, man. It's all chaos. Oh, Attorney General Bill Barr. He says we have evidence of Antifa instigating violent activity.
Hands up, don't push.
Yep.
Oh, I get it now. Hey, Wild Bill, what's up? I knew I was stoned, man. I knew it.
Oh my god, that's great.
I knew it. Yes. Oh man, dude, you hear something scary?
No, Hannibal. Well, I'm not close to Hannibal. No, that's quite a bit north of me. Actually, it's about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hour drive from here. So I guess I'm not that far away from it, but yeah.
I was recruited by Antifa. They tried recruiting me. I said, nah.
Well, I'm more by Rolla, I guess. Actually, I'm more by Sullivan, Missouri, but
Yeah, Don.
that's just the closest city. That's still a good 15, 20 miles away. So yeah, it's just the closest one to me. I don't really have a city.
Do you guys hear echo, or is it just me?
It's me. I'll refresh. I was sharing screen.
And
Zing.
and Queef.
And Quifa.
Yeah, you better.
Right. You know what time it is? It's time for pie.
Hello, is it pie you're calling for? I ate all mine, man. I got nothing. Man,
I got cake.
I ain't got nothing, man.
I got like a chocolate and cream sponge cake.
Dude, I forgot to get these out for breakfast.
China is invading India.
Well, I was gonna say we saved it for breakfast.
Yeah.
I like them things.
Yeah, I did hear something about a week ago about China and India having a small dispute. I think they were exchanging artillery between each other, like in a small little, like 5 mile area or something. China has border skirmishes all the time.
Swiss rolls. That's what I take after I take my medicine.
They had a big one back in the 60s with Russia. Like hundreds of thousands of troops.
But the other ones and the other stuff, no problem.
Oh man, Don, check out Ann Quifa, man.
And Quifa.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China asshole.
See,
Man.
your neighbor lives in Peckerwood Springs.
Yes, he do.
I knew he was gonna use that. I was waiting for it, dude.
Have you ever driven by there, man? Have you ever seen it?
I'm sure his neighbor.
that's one of the reasons why Jimmy and all his friends are getting prepared down there is
Yeah.
for that eventuality. Don't think that they don't know what's going on.
Pro-life. He's your neighbor now.
What's up, Michelle?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Canoes, man. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're- how dare you?
I was just trying to tell pro-life that she's got a new neighbor.
China.
Well,
China.
oh, it just went up. I said, damn, the comment disappeared. I'm on the Cadillac. I don't know if you guys can tell.
If I had to take a guess, guys, I'd say if there's going to be any kind of Chinese intervention in Central or South America, they're going to come in to Venezuela and move out from there.
China.
Potentially.
Well, it's the easiest way for them to move troops because they're both, communist, and Venezuela's got, a good port system, and the Chinese Navy is starting to do long distance, transoceanic patrols in international port calls. It's like the Chinese, they just spend a shit ton of money refurbishing and building up a big base near the Horn of Africa in one of the countries on the eastern coast of Africa. I'm not sure which country, but they
only like
billions of dollars building up this port there so that they could support naval operations.
Oh, wow.
Damn, there's some big mosquitoes in here. Shit.
It's the state bird. Don't kill it.
Dude, there was some last night. I had a frog in here. He was up in the top corner. Big one, man.
I'd keep the frog. You'll eat the mosquitoes.
Oh yeah. I save them from the cat, man.
Yeah, anytime I find we get a lot of toads around my house, I do the same thing. I'll put the toads in the garage so they can get all the bugs that sneak in while I'm moving into the house.
Yeah, I don't. I try to cultivate them, man. They come in.
I like having the bats around because the bats that we get around here that fly around our security lights, they'll eat mosquitoes all night long. They'll just fly a racetrack pattern around the barn, eating bugs all night long.
And dragonflies will do that too. They can pick a gnat out of the air.
Yeah, we get dragonflies that come up. They live around my pond, and when we have either crops or weeds in the field that attract bugs, you'll see them, just cruising right above, the plants in the field, just picking off flies and all different kinds of shit.
Crow minion, I'm not completing the circle of life.
What's up, Crow?
Not that far. I'll eat ramen noodles before I eat my cat.
I hope so. I hope so. That sounded
Man, can you believe how long it took me to figure out your neighbor?
Well, I noticed that the other night, and it threw me for about 20 minutes. I could not figure it out.
Yeah, it sounds so weird when somebody says, Wild Bill's ghost is now your neighbor.
Yeah, right. I'm going to show you all how this other one works.
Good night, Allison. You have a good one.
You taking off, Allison? Dream well, Patriot.
Come back when you can smoke weed longer.
No, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
We won't
my
make you ain't got to smoke. to hang
She
out with
is a chemical engineer, guys. It's not, yeah, I'm,
us. No, you ain't got to smoke to hang out with us, though, man.
I'm
We'll do
sure
it all
she's
for
got
you.
effective chemistry there. she
We
is a
got that
chemical
handle. We got
engineer,
that.
guys. Yeah, she's a chemical engineer, guys. So,
Yep.
so she can figure out something pretty quick.
That's the one science that I took in high school that could not make sense of was chemistry. All the other sciences I got on really good with, but there's something about dealing with chemical equations and everything. It was like a complete foreign language. Could not
Yeah,
figure it out.
the trick was figuring out atomic structures and the interplay between electron transfers.
It
Yeah,
didn't help that my teacher was a complete dickhead, though. So
right. That doesn't help. We need a new drug, one that won't make you sick, one that won't crash your
Yellow.
one that won't make you feel 3 feet thick.
I love Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah. What's up, Crow Minion? Welcome in. Rock on, man. So, I'm guessing Florida's going to call for a screaming goat.
All right.
In a couple of minutes.
All right.
Well, I want to show you. I want to show you this.
Yeah, we're looking. You're showing it.
The goat was in Scouts, so he's always prepared.
Besides, the goat master is present. I'm not sure. Yeah, bananas are still fairly cheap, I think.
See how it changed color?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Is that acrylic or glass?
They said it's quartz, but it's regular glass. I can tell.
Okay. Because I talked to a glass blower once that worked at a head shop. He made bowls and shit. He said that there is a time frame in the glass blowing process where at a certain temperature glass actually becomes radioactive.
Oh, radioactive. Well, it is a plasma. It has actually in its liquid form as a pane of glass.
The golden toque.
I think the hottest I ever hit one was like at 700 degrees. And that was way too harsh. But I know just from experience that about 450 is the range that I go for. Between 450 and 500. but it's hard to get that exactly unless you got your core and then you know what it is, and then you can replicate it from how it feels, because that's how you gotta do it. From you gotta feel it, see if it's hot. You gotta know how hot. Oh, but this was different. I don't really care for it too much. I'd rather this one here fucking kicks ass, man. I can put my coil on it, hook it on that thing. But they said it. I can tell this is glass right here, man. I can tell just from the taste, and it don't even clean. You can't even clean it like you can that.
Somebody said sanitizer. Tanya's not around, is she?
I think so.
Yeah. Tanya, you there? Don't freak out.
Actually, this is one of my best ones too, right here. That one got some good flavor. Comes out of that right there, man. That's what I'm gonna use next. I might even put my little balls in there. Actual little balls.
Go there. Not going there.
Actual little balls. No, they're actual little glass balls. Yes, I have my mask on.
Oh, good Lord.
But you can't tell.
Oh, I was just asking that if you were still here. I'm about out of moose. I'm almost out of moose. I'm gonna just a couple of days. I just give you a warning so you can load up a good fat moose for me and launch that sucker right this direction. But let me know first. Right, I have my receiving knives ready to fill the freezer.
Balance will tell you when you do a dab, you'll get all sweaty. You break out in the sweat.
Not done the dabs.
Wow.
Tanya's
What?
making ham lurker helper.
Was it loaded? It's over.
She's making ham lurker helper.
Hold on a second. Ranger's tail is getting dangerous.
Man, it's humid here in Mississippi Heights.
Yeah, I got out the shop back. Can I move this?
Leftover rotisserie chicken. Man, I like it. I like chicken any kind of way there is.
Yeah.
That you
I
can
used
cook.
to like chicken, but I'm like really turned off of it right now because all I really do at work sometimes for the last 3 years is tear apart and debone fucking rotisserie chickens.
Oh, really?
I've lost all taste for chicken right now.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, I haven't eaten chicken in about 2 years.
Peckerwood Heights.
Wow.
It's even hotter uptown. Go uptown.
Yep.
Well, we were supposed to get some really nasty storms today, but they passed us by. I was really surprised.
We didn't get a storm, but we did get some rain over the early part of this morning. Just enough to wet things down properly for the garden. Dude, it was awesome. Yeah.
2 counties east of us, it got bad. They had flash flooding, funnel clouds that didn't turn into tornadoes, wind damage. There's trees down everywhere. There's probably like 50,000 people without power right now.
Wow.
Yeah, we
You
lucked
know,
out.
I think we got that too, man. It was humid as fuck for like a whole week. That was weird. All my papers got wet. Like it seemed like all these papers they got wet.
Right. You gotta keep it. Yeah.
It's weird. It's like see how shiny that is on.
Right.
See how it's shiny
Yeah.
all around it. That's I can't get it off, man. Don't come off.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah, I'm gonna have to freeze it or something, or turn the heat up on my iron. I think that's what I got to do for this strain here.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I think I got to turn it up to like 230 or something like that. I think that's what I did last time with that strain. Uh, it's a sativa, I'm pretty sure,
Right.
and the oil comes out like peanut butter. But if I turn it up to 230, some of it'll be peanut butter, but the rest will be kind of like a dark, not dark, but more of like an oil consistency, and it'll come off there better. Because I found out by accident one time, man. I was tired of waiting, for my irons to cool down, and they were like two. One was at like 243, and one was at like 239. Before they
Oh
start cooling back down. Yeah,
right.
I'm not waiting. I threw that shit in there, and it was fine. Wasn't nothing
Right.
wrong with it. So I have turned it a little bit high.
Oh, it's
I,
supposed to be 89 tomorrow.
I don't know for us.
Yeah. It's supposed to rain possibly tomorrow night.
See right there in that spot in the middle of Florida, up there at the top of Florida.
Rain. Come here.
That's a false radar signal coming out of Moody Air Force Base.
Yep.
I've seen that a whole bunch, and it's nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of places all over the country where you get very irregular pulse returns, and it's usually from windmills and wind turbines. But yeah, sometimes
Man, your sound just went weird.
Mike's acting up.
Not in trouble.
He's acting up.
Not in trouble. It's just Rick's heart. Yeah. So they're going to it.
That might be emeralds. Let me mute mine.
Have another wonderful day tomorrow. She will be there for you 201.
Okay, all right, Canoe. Yeah, I think it's emerald though. All right.
I actually think she's gonna miss him on it. When you go back. Right.
Yeah.
All right. We got a chance to rain tomorrow night, so that's perfect. With the garden work done.
What's
And-
up with it?
Huh?
Finally cool down. That feels good.
What did you say about the garden?
It's supposed to rain. Just good chance of rain tomorrow night.
Right.
So we'll get all that garden stuff done
Right.
earlier and then
Yeah.
work wood till it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
I wish I would have put more time into putting that lamp together, man.
I'm telling you what. You want to be broke once?
Man, it's getting itchy, man. I can just about comb
Oh, really?
it. Yeah.
Now we're putting in onions and watermelons and a little more okra tomorrow. Maybe some broccoli in the start pots and stuff like that. So yeah, we're in
I've been cutting grass like a madman.
Growing grass like a madman.
Cutting it.
Oh yeah. Just growing so much so fast.
Yeah. And this big fucking tree branch fell down. I cut it up into pieces and threw it over the fence. Fixed the fence. Had to bend it back. And I got to cut. I would have cut today, but they said it was gonna rain, and it looked like it was. But
Yeah, I don't trust the. I look at the
they're so full of shit.
radar. I look at radar. I watch it. I don't watch the forecast no more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of looked like it was coming up from the south, though, on the radar. It really did. You know, it looked like there was some coming up, and it did. Actually, it did rain this morning, sprinkled a little bit this morning, about 6.
Right.
I'm just lazy.
What happened to canoes?
Where have I been? I just been right here, man, doing nothing. Well,
You know, I want your neighbor to come up on the screen because I got something to say to him.
where have I been? I've been right here, man, right in this chair, and then right there too, right over here.
Over that chair. Sometimes in the other chair.
My chair, but only it's flat. It's my flat chair.
It's your flat chair.
Yeah,
It looks like a bed.
it's not only a chair for my ass, but my upper ass.
Right.
Your whole ass, right?
I invented it too. After
You
20
did?
years of smoking crack, it's called my mattress.
Oh my god.
No, 30 years of smoking crack, and I invented my mattress. No, I'm not gonna make fun of Mike Lindell, but I'm just gonna have to tell you straight up, I don't believe he's clean, man. He don't look like it to me. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't grow a beard till I was 50, so I'm keeping it. So, yeah, I just keep it trimmed. I just keep it trimmed really short. Yeah. But I am a grandpa, so I got to have a beard. So,
I use them clippers like what Canoe's got, and just I can trim that shit up.
right,
See,
that's what I do. Number 2. Zip, 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 zip. Up here, too. I need to do it again, too, because it's getting kind of hippie long.
Oh man, not skin up like Canoe's though. Canoe's got skin all the way to the white meat.
Right.
That's the way I like it.
You know, when I joined
that for years too.
When I joined the service, I could sit on my hair. That was that long. Yeah.
I had hair like that once. It was a bitch to keep clean.
That's why you don't clean it.
No, you clean it. Good God.
I don't.
I did. The girls loved it, man. Girls were hot for it.
I did use shampoo though the other day, a couple days ago.
And you're okay?
So far, I mean, I don't smell like a wet dog anymore.
Right? That's helpful.
Like a wet dog, man. I was like, golly, who let the dog in here?
Oh,
That's
shit.
what it smells like, man. It smells like a wet dog, man.
Right.
Just don't watch it for 6 months.
Right. Oh my Lord.
And you guys know I don't bullshit you. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's like mine, Miriam. Mine won't grow any longer than this, I don't think. It's like thinning out on top, but I can't even believe that I'm running my fingers through it. Usually it knots up, but I use shampoo. That's another thing.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels good actually to do that. But,
Yeah, yeah.
oh man, but usually knots up. Well, what it is like the thin ones that are going bald will get like grow into the bottom ones that are like strong, and they'll knot up. So that's what it does. I think is what I think. I'm not
You know what you
showing
remind
off,
me of?
Dominion.
You remind me of that guy in the Maxell commercial, sitting in the chair, and the hair way behind him and shit. Remember that commercial? Is it real or
Vaguely.
is it Memorex?
Yeah. Now that's going back to the '80s, man.
Yeah. That's that.
Right?
I do remember that, man.
Yo.
Now he was hanging on. Now
Say what?
he was hanging on to his chair.
Yeah.
I remember that shit, man.
There it is. That damn goat.
Whew, boy, that fan feels good coming in here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Too bad. You might could if I turned it off. You might could tell.
God, that doesn't sound bad. It's good to go.
Let me turn it off just to show you. Can you tell the difference?
A little, but not enough to really make a difference.
Because it got real quiet in here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
I mean, if you're more comfortable with it on, I mean, I've got one
I have a.
on the other side of the room.
Let me plug it in. Good. It finally cooled down outside.
I know why Florida's here. It's a full moon tonight, and he's got extra energy, and he doesn't know why, and he's scared he's going to turn into a werewolf. That's why you use shampoo.
Colonel Shaw is in the house. Morning, brother.
What's up, Colonel Shaw? How you doing? What do you think of my theory there, Canoes?
Yeah, that full moon. You got to watch out for that.
We're gonna catch it on camera. Florida Explorer turns into a werewolf.
I've been sleeping every night, and then wake up at like 3:30.
You
wake up
remember the movie
places?
Teen Wolf from
Yeah.
the 80s?
Dude, you remember The Howling? Now that was the shit right there.
I don't think I ever saw that.
The Howling was a great movie, man.
Yeah, the house freaky. Yeah,
That was
but
one
yeah,
of
the
them,
teenage werewolf.
that's one of them freaky movies, man. It wouldn't be the same nowadays, I don't think. But if you used to seen it back in the '80s, just imagine back in the '80s. Had all the it was something now. A lot of boob shots there, I think.
Well, that was like what was
I
that?
remember correctly.
What was that? The vampire thing? What was that? The
Colony out there. Oh, American Werewolf from London.
the Vampire Diaries or something like that. Do you remember that show?
Lestat.
I think it had Tom Cruise in it.
Yeah, Lestat. The
Vampire Lestat.
Oh, you're thinking of Anne Rice.
Yeah, it was an Anne Rice novel that they turned into a book. The Vampire Diaries.
Something like
that.
Memoir,
Yeah.
the Devil. Vampire Lestat. The fuck was the name of that movie?
And then there was Dracula 2000. Remember that?
Fuck, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Interview with the Vampire.
Over here,
That
man.
was-
Turn
Yeah.
it on. Cool it off.
Yeah. I was kept wanting to say Nightmare on Elm Street,
That was wicked stuff. Yeah, that kind of freaks you out. I
but
don't care
only
who.
because of the name. The name had like a cadence like that. You know what I mean? I was thinking of the.
Freddy versus Jason.
I saw that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
You like that one?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
They evict him from Earth.
Yeah, they sent him to the prison planet or something.
Right.
Did you guys ever see Death Proof and that one with the chick had a machine gun on her leg, like Cherry Hill Cherry?
Nope.
Come out in like 2000. It was a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Was it Pamela Anderson?
No,
She did a cartoonish kind of character tune like that too. Superhero series kind of shit. I remember that. How about this as an oldie but a goodie? Space 2009.
I never saw that whole movie.
It was a whole series. Or Space. It started out Space 1999.
Yeah.
Right, back in the 80s. Yeah.
Now, do you remember? Okay, you remember the movie Total Recall
Yeah,
with Schwarzenegger?
that was the
Yo.
last movie I saw in a movie theater.
90s, and they did a reboot of it probably about 10 years ago. Did you know that there was a Total Recall TV series that it was on Showtime? Late 90s, I want to say. I think they did like 2 or 3 seasons of it. It was very good.
Really?
Like it was called like Total Recall 2029 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Man,
Really good.
Yeah. Good enough.
shit, man. I forgot what. No, yeah, Planet Terror. Planet Terror. That was the name of that one. And Death Proof. Yeah, that's right.
That was
Corbin, you
obscure
reminded
one,
me.
I
Yeah,
remember
you
seeing
reminded me.
some of it. Yeah.
I
Planet Terror.
forgot what the fuck I was even thinking about, man.
Oh,
But
get this! I got some heavy metal news for you, Florida. Are you familiar with the band called Death Angel?
Yes.
They made the news a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the drummer from the band. He got COVID and he got really fucking sick, and he ended up being in a coma for a couple of days.
Wow.
When he came out of the coma, he recalled basically having a conversation with Satan and being tormented by Satan for days and days and days in his coma, and basically said that he's not cool with any more, devil type imagery in his music. He's like, that shit's real and I don't want a part of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw Death Angel once. It was kind of like the reunion back around 2003. Great fucking show.
But I was really more into stuff like Farscape, Stargate SG-1.
Yep. Babylon 5.
Babylon 5. And I also had somewhere, I've got all the Excalibur, the spinoff series from that called
I only saw like 1 or 2 episodes of that.
Yeah, but I got them all on. I only saw a couple of them aired as well, but I managed to download them and collect the series. Also, Andromeda.
Yep, Andromeda was good.
I got all the shows for Andromeda. That was a tough one to do.
By far, my favorite's the Stargate, the whole franchise. SG-1, Atlantis, Universe.
I tell you what was good was there was Twilight Zone series that came out in like 2000 or so.
Yeah, I wasn't a big. At that time, I wasn't doing werewolves anymore. I was bored of those. I was in this big time space sci-fi. Anything space sci-fi was my venue. So exploration kind of stuff.
What about Tales from the Crypt? I've seen all of them.
I didn't watch that a lot. Watched some. Like Tales from the Crypt, the movies.
No,
Yes,
no,
I watched
all the
those.
short stories. Them too.
Yeah.
Them too, but all the short stories, man. I've seen them all. Back in the 90s, man.
Right.
On like Showtime or HBO. Like,
That was an answer that they started making those movies as an answer to Faces of Death.
did they?
Remember that
What was
series
the
of stuff?
one? Was Traces of Death 3. That was the best one. It had the soundtrack. Had the
Faces of
soundtrack. Traces
Oh.
of Death 3. Yes, that's the best one, man. Out of
Wow.
all.
I guarantee you, I haven't heard it. If I have, I don't recognize that. So
That's the hardest one to find. The Outer Limits. I used to watch that on
yeah, Outer Limits was cool.
TV in the 90s.
Yeah, Outer Limits was good.
I quit watching TV when the antennas went away. I said, fuck it, you can have it. I'm done with it anyway.
Right.
Because, I mean, it was reruns of 2.5 Men.
I never watched that.
Well, if you want to watch a degenerate, act like a degenerate, yeah.
Right.
It's fun to watch, but
I fell out of that sitcom stuff right after Cheers went offline. Somewhere right there.
Really, into that.
Yeah, because Frasier was coming out, and I really wasn't into the Seinfeld dry humor crap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, never got into it.
So I kind of fell away from TV at that point anyway. Got busy with working and living.
Well, they ain't got no TV in prison. Well, actually, they do. They do. There's one in there somewhere.
There's somewhere. I know. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know what they got in the. But I keep hearing stories about how they got cell phones and computers and shit like that.
Yeah. That now they'll have them like smuggled in. Yeah. They have all kinds of. There's dope in there. There's everything in there, just like there is outside.
You just got to know who to know, right? Yeah, but I don't care to know.
Right now, all the COVID cases we have in Florida is from prison. It's like 1,400.
Well, they say that that's how they introduced the AIDS virus into our society as well, was through the prison system, releasing inmates with it.
Fuck, man, I remember back then when that shit come out. Did you ever see that? Very recently, this guy did an interview with Dr. Judy Mikovits that used to work with Dr. Fauci back 30 years ago when he got promoted to the head started getting promoted to the head, but she worked with him during the AIDS thing, and she says he stole the fucking research from her and resubmitted it as if it was his, and then he got the credit for it.
Oh, wow.
In 88, 89, I think.
Wow.
And this guy did an interview with her very recently, like this year in March. And she was a doctor. And they set her up, man. They set her ass up, man.
Yeah.
She sounds like a crazy woman telling that story, but I'm telling you, I believe it. I believe the story. The story sounds kind of out there. but it ain't.
Well, that's how these crooked, evil bastards get into the power. They cheat and steal and fraud their way into every situation, stepping on everybody around them. You know what I'm saying?
And
Ruthless. Yep. Ruthless.
And so, you know, back then, they tried to promote it as like a lifestyle disease, not something that just anybody could catch.
Right.
And she says it was on purpose, like that on purpose. He did it. And he wasn't he was like the director or something like that.
Hold on a second. Bill, everybody who's ever been to a concert has smoked weed with Willie Nelson.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you ever gone to see Willie Nelson, you've smoked weed with Willie Nelson. I think they got it. They hand it out at the concert. It's a requirement, okay? Hell yeah.
Slow dance with James Brown. Ow! Watch yourself. I tell you what, man, I seen some brutal shit. It was a video on Live Leak. And it was this it was a camera of McDonald's, and there was a guy cleaning the fryer, and he just drained that grease into like a big bucket, you know, and you can see that bucket was full, and this lady walked by, and her shoes slipped and she fell down, and her arm like went down in that bucket or something, I think she knocked it over, and boy, when she stood up, man, she did the James Brown dance, buddy. She was, ow, watch and it was, I mean, it was terrible to watch, man. But somebody left that comment on Live Leak that she
Slow dance with James Brown.
We caught the ghost of James Brown because that's damn sure what it looked like she was doing. And she was dancing on her toes, man, in one spot. I mean, and you know that fucking grease. I mean, that'll just peel your skin off, man. From that point on, every bit of skin on her was already gone. It was already dead.
I haven't confirmed this, but I swear I partied with David Knight in Europe when we were teenagers, man. We were in the service together. We were in the same unit. He was, and yeah, we'd go drinking on the town together, shit like that, picking women at the festivals and stuff like that.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, he was a good guy. But yeah, I haven't confirmed it because I really don't want to step on that memory. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think.
Yeah, you don't know what he's got going on in his life. Yeah.
Right. He's a big target guy. Yeah. Okay. He's in associations with Alex Jones like he is. And yeah, he's a target, man. Because he's on the money with his shit, though, man. All his research is spot on. But yeah, I had fun, and I swear it's him. I bet you, I would put good money on it. I may lose that bet, but I swear it's him.
He might be older than you.
No, well, yeah, I was only 17. Yeah, he was like, I think like 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? He was young too. We were just kids with a pocket full of money going out on town, man. 4 marks to the dollar. We were rich. Just privates and shit. Hell yeah.
Man, that's one bright fucking light, dude.
Yeah.
It's all right though. I can see all the mosquitoes flying around. So
That's why they're in there, because you're attracting all the mosquitoes with that light.
I did put a screen sort of in that window. It's like one of them mesh things that they
Keep
throw
the
over.
birds out. Yeah, they work great.
Oh, Tim Owens. I think Tim Owens plays for.
Oh my
I think he was in Cannibal Corpse in early 90, like 90, 1990. And
Well,
I
he was
think he
with
also
he was with Judas Priest, and he was with Iced Earth.
okay.
And he's got his own solo stuff. He's not far from me. He's only about like an hour drive from me.
And then I was wrong about that, boy.
Yeah.
Well, when I was driving over the road, I met Bob Seger and I met Journey. They were on tour with their buses and stuff.
I had when I used to work at the gas station, I ran the night shift, and I had the Misfits come into my gas station one night. They were traveling between cities on a tour.
Yeah, nice.
That whole punk band. They were cool.
Yeah, I think they're still going.
Yep.
Wild Bill said Roma Downey. What are you, like 70 years old, man?
I don't even know who that is.
See what I'm saying?
Sorry. I'm gonna look it up.
That's exactly my point, Bill. Roma Downey, come on, man. You'll know her when you see her. You'll recognize her though. You'll see.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't recognize her from anything, but yeah, she's pretty.
I got a few of my kids coming over this weekend, so they're gonna bring all be camping and shit out back. So
That's cool. Have they ever been out there?
Potentially, I'll have about 9 or 10 of my grandkids here. So potentially, maybe 11. So
that'd be cool, man.
I had to get the shirt out
for the for like the 4th of July.
Oh, it's Father's Day, man.
Oh.
Yeah. I probably have maybe potentially 4 or 5 of my boys here. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh wow, that's cool, man. Have they ever been out there?
Yeah. I think they've all been out here at one point in time or another. This was my father's home.
Oh, okay. So
they've all they've all been here.
So they know it's all woods out there.
Yeah, but now Pops is in control, putting in gardens and orchards and building everything all over the place. Yeah,
I'd have everything lined up and ready for them to help.
Lined up and ready for them to help. I know, right?
You know what I mean?
You know what?
Got it already set up. All you gotta do is grab that in.
You got something there,
right? Well,
they got to blaze up camping sites. They got camping sites out there because they don't all want to group up together. I don't think one separate campsite. So guess what? They're going to be out there setting up campsites here and there and everywhere, and blazing trails to and from them and stuff like that. So they are kind of helping.
I wanna move my truck bed, and me and 3 other people could do it in 10 seconds. You know, with a couple of boards going across it.
Oh yeah.
You know, me and 3 other people could pick it up in like 2 seconds and move it right over. It would save a lot of work, man. So I think
All
I'm
right.
gonna get it ready, and just try to find someone and say, hey, you know, can you help me
Well,
trace it?
you send the older boys out with saws and hatchets to get wood. All right. Then you turn around and the ones that are just younger that don't want to mess with that, they go get rocks because we need a fire ring for the campfire. So they're gonna go getting rocks. Of course, they never get enough, so you go get a bunch, and they bring some, and it looks like they did a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get your front loader going?
No, that's if it doesn't rain, we get done with the garden stuff. I'm gonna try and get it going tomorrow. But there's one more trick I can
Front
try.
end loader out there, let them fill that up with rocks.
Well, if I got that, yeah, I'm gonna put a big pile of rocks up there, let them build it themselves.
That'd be fun. They could play around with that, huh?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, but like I said, the Brian, he's got 5 kids, him and his wife, and usually brings his ex-wife with him too. I don't know why.
Oh,
But so they get a whole campsite going to themselves. The other ones are probably going to want to set up their own camps. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be badass.
yeah,
I think it'll be awesome.
that was awesome.
Right. So they'll be clearing spots and leveling ground a little bit, set up tents and campfire rings and shit like that. It's gonna be badass. So I'm thinking the first week of August we usually go on a float trip, or we used to when they were kids. Every first week of August we go on a float trip. Guaranteed it was going to be hotter than shit. Might as well be in the water, and it's cool on the river, floating down in the Merrimack. We got it's beautiful, gorgeous, and even on a hot day, it ain't that cold, ain't that hot on the water. Plus, there's lots of trees over the parts we like to go floating through. But yeah,
I got me a fan that'll keep you cool in here.
you got.
Let me show you this thing, man. Let me show you this thing.
Well, it ain't enough for me to get out my personal air conditioner, and I do have one. I found it. Yeah, personal air conditioner.
That one right there will blow some air now.
Let me go get this damn thing.
This thing will blow some air, buddy.
I have one of those up at my store.
It don't matter if you're on fire, 200 degrees, that'll cool you down. You can point it right at you. It's an air mover. If you want it in one spot, about 10 feet away from you, just blowing like shit. Because that's about what it's good for. That feels good though, man. It don't matter how hot it is in here, buddy. Put that thing on you.
This is one of the original right here. Just goes right here on the neck like this.
And it shocks you and knocks you out and just
Oh no, it takes the
knocks you out through the
heat
heat.
right out of your blood, man. It's like a personal radiator kind of cooling, dude. It's rock solid, man. I don't have a battery in it right now, but it's got a little fan in it, and then it'll collect the. Well, no, it doesn't collect sweat, but what you do is you put beer.
Drink it. That's a good idea.
No, wet down these fins,
But
and then
can
you
still
put it
drink
on
if
and
you wanted
turn
to.
it on. It evaporator cooler, and it cools the black in your veins.
So like
So
drinking
it's
the water
cooling,
bladder is optional.
and it puts a little vent. Its exhaust vent is down the back, so it's actually cooling your back when it's running. And You can do everything you need to do and be out in the heat, and it works tremendously if it still works.
Like a
I haven't
sippy,
used it in like 3 years. Huh?
like a sippy cup.
You and these fucking zippy cups. What the hell? I know,
Well,
not
you,
like a sippy cup.
well, you don't have to drink the water, but you could.
No, it evaporates out. You got to keep replacing it. You got to keep filling it up. It's got somewhat of a reservoir on it, but you keep filling it up, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
it
Okay.
uses the water and the evaporation of the water to cool you down.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
See, I wouldn't wear anything like that unless it was shocking me. Like say, ow, shit, ow, shit, ow.
That's just your prison mentality.
Then I'd know to get out of the heat. It was too hot. It was so hot it was burning me up.
Oh, Florida.
Hey, I ain't joking. It does get hot here, buddy. It gets hot.
I gotta cool down, man. Where's the AC?
Well, I don't have it. I haven't had an AC, and actually, I did have one, but it would heat up from here down, and from here up, it was hot.
Oh, really? So you had to lay on the floor?
Or get in front of it. Yeah, or get in front of it. Yeah. You know, it's how hot it gets here, man. It's hot. But if you just blow the air right through it, it don't stay like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I leave that door open and for days. Wide open, man.
Yeah.
If
I
someone
remember I was like, why don't you put screens on it? Because it lets the bugs out.
no, there is a screen on that one though. I did, and I put a heavy one, heavy enough to where it'll hang and like keep most of them out, I guess.
Right.
But
I've got a screen, one of those magic screens where you walk through and it closes itself with the magnets and stuff. I'm gonna put on the back of the house for my brother. He just he doesn't like using the screen door that's there because it keeps falling down. So it's a sliding on a double glass door. But I'm gonna put that up there, and that should help things up.
I got so much of that fucking thick ass fabric, man. It's pretty thick too, man.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. I got a piece in here.
Yeah, I've got some days real soon. I've got to go through that kitchen and clean it up. I got to get it clean.
It's like that thick.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like
That
big,
was good
you know,
work.
it lets the air actually don't, you know.
It'll definitely keep the big bugs out.
Yeah, it does. It actually, it's heavy enough to where it'll lay down and like where that thing has magnets to. Well, I think you Velcro it to the door jamb, and then it's got magnets in the middle.
Right.
Like this, it'll just hang, and then the weight of it on the bottom will pull it towards the door jamb.
Sure.
Seal it all up.
Yeah, even you could sew some like heavy weights right on the corners too.
Well, it had a bungee.
So just
it had like a bungee, and I just rolled up the bottom and tied it with that bungee. And
when you didn't want it in place, yeah.
And that worked out great, just on accident.
Right?
And it looks like shit.
It looks like a screen for a giant pot pipe.
Yeah, I'll leave my door open for days, man. Dude, this back door, I didn't even lock it for like 7 years one time. I still don't even have the key
Oh,
for
wow.
it. I've lived here for 15 years. I don't got the key to that door.
Right.
I'll like push open the little window when I go out the door and when I leave, and I'll reach in and like lock the door. And
Right. Oh my Lord. God love you.
yeah, I had no problems, man. I had no problems. Nobody, I mean, I'm sure somebody
Right.
would break in, but I don't think they would know what didn't look like shit and what did,
Look at me. Okay, all my equipment is secondhand used, fixed and repaired basis. Okay, to keep it functional. Okay, for the most part. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's just the way
Nothing
it
you
works,
can't
right?
stand to lose.
Right. It's not something they can get any kind of serious money for.
Yeah, nothing that would
Even
hurt.
my
You.
they ain't getting no couple $100 for them.
One's a hedgehog.
Ones that we use as a brush hog because it's falling apart so badly. We don't care if it really gets fucked up. It's okay. It's right now. It's being held together with like welding wire and duct tape.
Yeah.
You can't keep fuel in it because so it's never going to have fuel in it. They'll never be able to jump in and just go. Every time you want to use the damn blades, you have to put the belt on manually, and then once you engage it, it works. But if you disengage it, it throws the belt.
Yeah. Because the guard, yeah. Mine, I know what you mean.
Yeah, something's out of alignment down there. It's fucking with it.
It's a little piece of thin, flat metal that it's like maybe this wide, and it's just got a little angle right there over that pulley for when that slack comes off that belt, it'll keep it from popping over that pulley.
Right, but for some reason it's not doing that. It's coming out of that thing every single time.
Mine does the same thing. It's just that little tiny piece of. So if you could look on a parts list somehow, you'll see it on it.
Yep. I was thinking take a sledgehammer, closer. Once I get the belt in there, take a sledgehammer to it between the pulley and it. So it can't come out of there.
Well, it's when
then you have a problem getting it back in. Well, then you get a sledgehammer and knock it back out when you want to put another belt on it.
now, if you had a wire running out off of the center of that pulley and then down, I bet you that wire would keep that belt from popping off of there. You could just run a wire straight out and straight down. I bet you that would keep that.
I'll figure it out. Yeah. What's that? Can you use?
Oh,
Molson
man.
Gold.
Oh,
Molson Golden.
It's I drink one.
This is my treat for the summertime. I bought 4 12-packs of it.
I used to drink those.
That's the only beer I'll buy, this whole summer.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Dude, I spent 4 years drinking that in the 90s, man.
You have to build that deep.
It's good beer.
Yeah, it is good.
It's hard to find around here, though. I had to special order it.
You gotta get that fucking deep freezer functional.
Yeah. This way, they got Molson Ice now. Molson Ice is a little bit easier to find.
Yeah, at my store we sell Molson Ice in the tall boy 24-ounce cans, and we sell the Molson Triple X in 12 packs. But that stuff is just way too strong.
Nah,
I drink 2 of those and I get a headache.
I don't think they had that when I was.
Fuck yeah. It's going to be expensive, but I'm going to probably buy about 20.
I used to live in this little town in Georgia, man, and you could go up to the liquor store, you could run a tab. I had a tab with them guys. Man, it didn't matter if it was Sunday.
That's
I could get it.
fucking hilarious.
Didn't matter what it was. Cigarette, anything. I run a tap because I worked at the car dealership right next door. It was right next door, man. You could see
I'm
it.
allowed to run a tab at my store. On occasion, I'll let it run up to about $100.
Steaks.
You know, as long as I pay it off within a month, they don't care.
I always paid mine off that next payday,
Like
the
burgers
very next one.
and fucking
You know,
butter.
they probably would have let me ride, keep on riding. You know, I never went like over 100. I don't
I
think.
like the burgers. Yeah.
That was back when I was working on motorcycles.
The reason I'd get burgers for like things like spaghetti, chili.
Yeah.
You know,
I do like hamburger.
Worked at this car dealership and got a hold of a '82 Cadillac, one owner car,
too. That's what I'm saying. I really want to be bison.
48,000 miles on it.
Bison is like
Had a CB radio, stock.
Everything
Man,
tastes like
it was a
movie.
nice little car.
Yep.
Nice car. I had to put truck rims on it because back then they didn't have like rims, you know, like they do now. So I had bought truck rims. That's what they were called.
Yeah.
You had two choices: the triangle holes or the round holes. That was it.
Kragers or Inkies, right?
So after Kragers, Kragers were the nice ones. Now, if you had a few $100 now,
Oh yeah, yeah.
those were the ones to have. But
My favorites were the teardrop Kragers with the X-wing SS caps. Yep. Those were my favorites.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Now they come stock. Yes, now those are nice. I do like them. They're wide too. They're wide as shit.
Well, it matters when you order the rim, but you had to order them. And I always put 50s on the back of everything, and
I've
you know,
seen
70s, wide 70s on the front. So
I've seen them. I seen them. One guy had one on a S10, I think it was.
yeah. In fact,
they
that's
didn't
what I would
come-
do. I had 2 extra sets, and I would swap them between cars. I'd buy a car and fix it up, put those rims on it, and sell the cars, and just say, hey, by the way, those rims don't go to that car. Okay, they go to a different car, but I got the original tires and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they're going, okay, cool. And it don't look as cool without those rims, but it's a good car.
Yeah. You know, I never liked any rims really. I would rather have a fucking black rim than I would these shitty looking rims they got.
Nah, I was a show off.
Well, I mean, they didn't have much choice back then. You know, there was only like 3 or 4 different kinds.
Oh, I had turbo mags on my. I had turbo mags. Those die-cast mags look like turbo fins. I had a set of those. I had slot mags. I had some of those on some cars. I had. You always had the American Racing mags, which had no holes.
Yep.
And then you had the ones with the 5 holes that were
Yeah.
Inkies that had the X-wing caps on them. They were known as 5-hole Inkies.
Yep. They were like a. Did they have one that was like a diamond hole?
No, not that I remember. That was on the trailers.
Or yeah, they called them truck rims. That's what I put on Cadillac. That's all they had. That's all they had. That's all they had that would fit. I says, fuck it, put them on there.
Right.
And then I got a air bag suspension, air shocks, where I could pump them up and jack the rear because it had where it would sag in the back. Not after that. Well, I'd jack that thing up, man. It was a badass car.
Well,
I may have partied in it one time.
hey, kick that goat. I got to go in at the top of the hour.
Shoot, I'm good, man. I'll go to bed if y'all ain't nothing else to do.
Ain't nothing else to do. Well, I gotta go. It doesn't mean everybody else has got to go. Canoes is here.
I'll stay up as long as y'all stay up.
Yeah, I'm good for a little while.
Yeah, I should have put more time into that lamp, man. I ain't even touched it. Well, I did get that.
Let me speak to your manager.
With the trendy haircut.
Have a good day, Colonel.
Oh, later on, Colonel, he's leaving.
Yeah. Have a wonderful day, my friend.
Oh, I don't even see it. Huh?
It scrolled through already.
Oh, he's probably already gone. Shit.
Yeah, the chat's been going pretty fast for a little while now. It's
I
kind of hard
know.
to keep up.
Right?
Everybody's talking. It's kind of nice for a change.
Yeah.
So I got me a new pair of Vans.
You got what?
Got me a new pair of Vans.
That's what I thought you said. Vans. What are Vans?
Shoes.
Oh.
An Astro and an Econoline.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, wait a minute.
And I didn't run out the store with them.
Right. Well, wait a minute. It's awful suspicious. Did you get the display models because you only have one for each foot? And they're two different models, right?
I couldn't say.
They might be a half size off of each other. And they're both left feet.
All I know is they're not mine.
Right.
I'm not wearing them. Look at my shoes.
Somebody loaned me those. Yeah, the guy at the party. Right. I don't know what his name was. He just had a bag full of shoes.
They're cool though. They're black.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Let me take it off. Well, I look like I got chicken legs, don't
You ain't the only one, bro. We're trying to get some sun on these candlesticks. Oh, man.
Man, should put out a limited. Yeah. Well, I think Vans were pretty much flying out the door the other day.
Right.
So I had to get a pair, man.
I wasn't stealing anything. I was trying to save the shoes.
I knew they'd be on sale.
Fire.
I knew it'd be a firehouse sale.
Right. I wasn't stealing shoes, officer. I was just throwing them out of the store because the store was on fire.
I was running them to safety.
Right. I was protecting them.
I was escorting them.
We have to save the shoes.
I was keeping the insides from getting scorched. I took the brunt of the heat. No, I'm still test driving them. They didn't say when to bring them back. When you ask them, hey, can I put these on and walk around? You ain't gotta be back right then.
Hey, Tanya, have you heard any more about the Free Alberta movement? Is it what kind of?
I think
You
it's
heard anything
stalled.
from them? I know, man. I don't know. Patriots don't put up with that shit long, you know. So there's something going on out there. I guarantee you. But I just wondered about that because I know she said for a while she was talking to somebody that was part of it. And this full moon is bright as hell.
Is it?
Watch this. It's coming in the window just right now. And you can still see me.
Oh yeah. It is bright as shit over there, man.
Yeah. That's moonlight.
It's as bright as the sun right here, and it's light bulbs.
I just turned out the light, folks.
Light bulbs.
But a full moon tonight, guys.
How?
There you go. There you go.
I can't do a Yeti call. That's the
Nah,
closest
I
I
don't.
can get to it.
Yeah, I wish Aaron would come on screen with us, man.
He might have a
Not,
moment.
tonight wouldn't be a good night for it.
No,
Well,
it would
he
not.
might have a moment of clarity. He'll pop
Yeah.
up. He'll pop
No,
up and be like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah,
Did
that
you
would-
did you see the contents of his care package he got today?
Okay.
Seabird, his sister, sent him a package. Dude,
yeah.
you got to see this. The next time he goes live, try and watch it. He'll probably show it again. She sent him a tanned reindeer skin.
Oh, I heard about y'all talking
It's
about it.
fucking beautiful. It's huge. Like he could wear it as like a cape or use it as a blanket. It's gorgeous.
Man.
Oh wow,
There's a reindeer skin out of Canada, apparently.
Oh wow,
that is awesome.
that thing would be warm, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said like he was sitting in the chair with it behind him and it was getting too warm. He had to put it up on the shelf.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah, she sent him out a couple things. She sent him like an insulated lunchbox to keep some drinks cool in.
Nice.
Some bags to transplant some pot plants. Yay, it's Aaron.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering about that. Did he get any seeds with all that stuff, man? You know, I was always wondering about that. I never actually asked him. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Well, I done went. I thought it was time for the goat.
No, it's always time for the goat. Yeah, Froggy, we got a couple plastic manufacturers in my town, and she would just, she signed a 6 months contract, with these people. She did it for 2 years, and she would just go once a week to the factory, fill up her trunk with these plastic pipe fittings and various other, attachments to them, spigots and valves and shit. And she'd take them home, assemble them, do a couple hours worth of them at her place every night, and take them back a week later and make $500 for a trunk load.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Zoom. I remember you said that before, but I did not know that. But I do now. And I understand now what you're saying. But I'm gonna tell you, we all respect you, buddy. You ain't gotta worry about that. Every one of us, man. You're all right with all of us.
Absolutely, man.
But I do remember him saying that, and I was like, "No, man, I didn't." I'd seen you come on here, and I didn't.
Hey, Tanya, you done any more burger searches? Oh, that's right. Canada's closed down still. Yeah. Damn.
What?
Yeah, Canada's still closed down, dude.
Damn.
Yep.
They're chopping heads off down here. Shit. Don't
Right.
matter
Yeah, we can't.
here. They're
I don't know if Canada. I think they have a problem with their supply of beef right now, because I've heard they're shipping a lot of Mexican beef up to Canada right now, and we're getting some of it, as it's transiting up north. The local grocery store that I have here, 2 miles down the road from me,
Right.
for the last 3 weeks, the only kind of steak that they have in stock is from Mexico.
Right.
well. Time to quit eating time to quit eating meat.
Now it's time to start growing your own.
Yeah. Well, I grow my own ramen noodles.
You do that. I'm growing rabbits and chickens and zucchini, tomatoes, and green beans.
I grow.
I'm
chicken
gonna plant an acre of goats.
I grow
I'm gonna
pork
plant
flavor.
an acre of goats. I love it.
I grow spicy shrimp flavor. I grow pork flavor, beef flavor.
We have a new ramen flavor at my store. We sell soy flavored ramen.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna have to take a picture of it and make a meme out of it. That's just how ridiculous it is.
Right.
I haven't grown any of that. Never heard of that shit.
Like the soy
have,
sauce, right? Yeah.
Sure. I haven't tried it. I won't try it.
I know. It's like, what the hell?
They probably talk about like soy sauce.
I used to eat a lot of ramen. I can't do it anymore. It's just there's no nutritional value to it.
It's salty.
Right.
The only time I still have some that I bought like over the last couple of years. I probably got about 20 packs of it left. Sitting in my storable food area, and if I ever use it, I have to doctor it up. I'll add some vegetables to it. Slice up some leftover steak or some chicken.
Throw some chips in there. Any kind of chips, man. Anything. Crunch them up, put them in there. That's all you need.
Yeah, I tell you what.
You don't need to fancy it up no more than that, man. You can do all kinds of shit with barbecue chips, sour cream and onion chips, crunch, and throw some cheese in there, can of tuna.
That's prison food.
I mean, it's good, though.
I know it.
So somebody's down the road. I mean, they're pretty far away, but somebody's out there howling at the moon. I think it's Larry. He's just not doing it very loud, but his dog's barking at him. She's going woof, 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 woof. Smacking out there, barking and howling at the moon.
No, I like it because you can make it.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Viscous Farms.com. Good Lord.
You can make it where it has like a thick texture, and you put the the flavoring on top at the very end. You know, you put it on like you would salt or pepper. Man, you can make that shit killer. And it's just like in ramen noodles and chips. Trust me. You don't need any Mexican steak, man, to make it taste any worse. You can do that with a can of tuna. Or not. You can put cheese in it. You can put all kinds of stuff in it, man. Yeah, if somebody made tacos like that, now that's good. That's the tater tots, hell yeah. Man.
Yeah, then the cheese. Oh man, but yeah, yeah,
With
good
some
stuff.
onions too. Oh, get you.
You know what? The other thing I really love, and I used to make it. It's fairly simple to make. Cream cheese, and you put a 1/4 inch layer of it across the bottom of a cookie sheet. And then you take refried beans and you cover the cheese with about a 1/4 inch layer of refried beans. Then you take salsa and you put just a layer of salsa on top of that. Then you turn around, throw in jalapenos um,
Check it out, lizards here. What's up, man?
and then you cover the whole thing with
Raul.
it. Hey, lizard, what's up? But you cover the rest of it, cover it then with that 3 cheese Mexican cheese. You know what I'm saying? As a spicy cheese or whatever, Mexican cheese or whatever. But anyway, turn around and you cover it with that, and then you turn around and you just start get those Fritos scoops, and you just go to town. It's so good. We call it 7-layer dip. Yeah, it's just so good, and it's so easy.
None of that stuff's good when you're stoned, man.
Oh, it is, dude. Man, you will sit down and eat the whole damn tray and be like, ate the whole damn thing.
Well, that's the only way I eat, though, man.
Mm. Just binge eat.
Yeah. If I can't pass out when I'm done, I don't want
it. That's a matter of inundation for the digestive system. Once you inundate your digestive system, it needs all the energy to process the food, and you pass out.
Sometimes now I've been
Yeah.
there. I have been there, man.
Yeah. Talking about that, I got to go pass out, guys.
Good seeing you, man.
Rock on, man. Thanks for being here, and thank God for each and every one of you. God bless you. And
Take them easy, dude.
Yeah, man.
Patriots, because we're winning. We are winning. It's going to be awesome. See you tomorrow.
Later, Emerald. Yeah. I eat steak. Yak. I don't know. I would have to try some yak. I would say that. That's probably one of them.
I'd eat it.
Yeah. All that shit probably tastes good on the grill. You grill it out, on wood. It's probably all good, man. Even an iguana probably be pretty good if you roast him. I think they used to eat them.
Well, I'm sure they do. I've had alligator before. It was all right.
Frog legs are good too, man. That'll surprise you.
It was alligator out of a can.
Oh,
it was surprisingly edible. It was like canned chicken, a little more rubbery.
we used to get like a 3-footer and chop the whole thing up into like a stew with tomatoes and stuff. Man, it's good. like that. Weird tasting. But the small ones are real tender. and the whole thing tastes good, but like the big ones, only part of the tail will taste good, I think is what they say. They said
I'll tell
you
you,
can start hunting them.
the one thing that has pissed me off about the whole Corona shutdown thing in my area, we have a historic market in downtown Cleveland called the West Side Market, and it's been in continuous operation for like 150 something years, maybe 155 now. Big ass old historic building with probably something close to 200 indoor vendors and like maybe 60 outdoor vendors that sell vegetables. And the indoor stuff is all meat and dairy and fish and stuff. Best place in the Cleveland area to buy, good food. There's a vendor there that sells elk meat and venison and some other exotic stuff when it's in season. And I bought an elk roast about 10 years ago from this guy. Man, it was some of the best fucking food I ever put in my mouth. But the fucking market's been closed for 2.5 months now. You can't get in there. A few of the vendors are doing curbside stuff, but most of it's closed up.
Damn. Fucking the whole world's taking a shit, man. I'm not worried about it. I think it's okay.
The 3 nights ago, the protesters turned rioting and fucking destroyed a bunch of shit in downtown Cleveland.
Yeah,
they went down a couple of the main roads. See, Cleveland, when you think of downtown Cleveland, there's like an epicenter. They call Public Square, and all the major streets radiate out from it. And a bunch of them are major commercial corridors and business corridors. These fucking Antifa commie motherfuckers, they just went around smashing every single storefront down this one street. They hit a bank, a bakery, 3 or 4 fast food restaurants, a jewelry store, and a lawyer's office, an advertising agency, and a travel agency. It just smashed all the windows, the door fronts, looted them. They were setting cars on fire right in the center of downtown Cleveland. The fucking cops absolutely did nothing. The next day, when they started getting crazy, the cops said, fuck it. They didn't even give a warning, and they just started shooting tear gas and rubber bullets out into the crowd. And now the local media is just up in arms saying, oh, you guys were firing tear gas and shooting us with rubber bullets and you didn't give a warning. It's like, no, you had your one night to have your fun. We weren't going to put up with it for a second fucking night. The liberal media in Cleveland is just so out of touch. Oh, the newspaper today I wanted to fucking burn it.
That's crazy. Oh. It because we don't have like a liberal. It's not a liberal newspaper, I wouldn't say, but they don't tell you shit that happens.
Oh yeah.
As far as crime, but it was popping off a little bit in Jacksonville, and a few days ago, probably 3 or 4 or 5 days ago, they arrested a bunch of people at the Walmart parking lot because it supposedly, they come from Jacksonville and was trying to start it here on that first night.
Uh-huh.
And they arrested them all. And then on the interstates, the state troopers are everywhere, and they got all kinds of people pulled over. And they're pulling like SUVs full of people. They're pulling them over, and they're picking them off. And it's been quiet around here.
There was I'm 20 miles from Cleveland, 15-20 miles west. There's the city that's just west of me had some peaceful protests 2 and 3 days ago. No, nothing crazy. It was just a peaceful protest. The next city north had a protest that went a little crazy. They went on the highway, the big interstate that runs through Interstate 90. They shut traffic down, and about 8 miles east of where the traffic got shut down, because the traffic got so fucked up, it caused an accident with a tractor trailer hauling a hazmat load that flipped over, and they had to evacuate like something like 50 or 60 houses that were near the site. Interstate 90 was closed for about 14 hours because of this, and it was fucking nuts.
Yeah. Wow. Man. They tried to, but it didn't. They stopped it, man. They arrested them all. They sure did, and they're still arresting them.
I think they arrested like maybe 40 people in Cleveland, because a bunch of them got caught. They were in front of the Justice Center, where the county sheriff has their prison, and they were throwing Molotov cocktails, trying to get them into the lobby through the revolving doors, and then they were throwing alcohol and bags of drugs to the inmates that were reaching out through the windows about 10 stories up. It was nuts. And all the inmates that had window rooms were leaning out the windows and screaming and making all kinds of noise. Fucking nuts.
That's crazy. Huh. Well, this is the way it is, and I'm not sure if this is exactly how it is, but I suspect that the state troopers they have the capability to to tap into these.
Oh yeah.
And I think they do that, and they listen in, and they know exactly where you are at all times, and then they just pull you over and say, "You were drifting there for a minute, but don't worry, it's no big deal. We'll let you go in just a second."
Well, see what they're doing here in Ohio.
They already know what you did.
The Ohio State Troopers, they have almost all of them are SWAT certified. It's something that they've been doing for years. It's just they want all the troopers to be SWAT certified. And they have a lot of troopers. They've been quietly seconding them off to county sheriff's departments and local police departments to act as advisors for their SWAT teams and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like running around. There was a report the other night that there was this guy that worked for the state troopers that was like undercover in this one city that's a complete shithole a couple miles west of us. And basically he was telling the local trooper or the local cops that if they had to shoot anybody, he would make sure that they didn't get in trouble for it.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I mean,
like if you need to shoot somebody, like I'll provide a drop gun for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. I mean, that totally rings true when you hear it, But I think that, like, they use that Stingray box.
Yeah.
And I think they've been using it, but that's like a big secret. Nobody can know. But I think only certain, levels of, like a multi-jurisdictional.
Yeah. See, yeah. What happens is when you live in one of these, major metropolitan areas. I got Cleveland, you got Jacksonville. Every agency coordinates together. Yeah. And like here in Cleveland, you got the police departments, you got the sheriff's departments, You've got Metropolitan Housing Police, which is another huge department here. You got the FBI, you got Homeland Security, and they can do whatever the fuck they want, you know?
Yeah. And see, we're like where I am, I'm in between two kind of big cities, but the city I live in is spread out, and it's small, and it's on one road, Highway 90. You know, there's one road going through town. It's not like the setup like, you know, if you wanted to go through town the other way, you'd have to go all the way around in a big circle, and that's it. There's no two roads going parallel. It's just Highway 90. Yeah, it's weird, but that's how it is. So when they pulled in, there wasn't no town, you know. When they pulled in the loot, whatever they were on loot, so they biggest thing or the most lights is Walmart. So they pulled into Walmart and they got fucking arrested. Boom, right off the bat. I mean, almost like it was waiting for them. Because this ain't a very big town. It's
the Walmart that's closest to me is about 3.5 miles away, and they have so many security cameras there, it's ridiculous. There's probably 200 or 300 of them outside in the parking lot, and maybe 1,000 of them inside the store. The local police department, they keep units on like a 2-minute standby for calls, and it's even higher now because of all the protests. You know, basically they got a couple cruisers parked there in the parking lot now every day.
Yep. And see, this is the thing, man. When you sit and you look at the same people every day doing the same shit every day, all, you know, you're gonna get to know what looks right and normal and what doesn't look right. Green Cove Springs is like, I go through Stark to get to Green Cove, and Stark is like 22 miles away, and Green Cove is like a 45-minute ride, not even that. I had a buddy that lived in Green Cove. He worked at the marina right where 16 goes across the Shands Bridge. But hey, battery addiction.
Yep, batteries in the house.
But they was damn sure arresting them on the interstates, man. So, I mean, that's good. There was a guy in Tallahassee got run over. He run. See that?
Yeah.
You know,
we had in my city. All right, my town has probably about like maybe 40,000 people to it. There's just north of the center of town, there's a real low income, highly densely populated neighborhood. They call the swamps because it's real low lying and it floods all the time. And it's mostly like tiny little slab homes. And there was a car fire there the other night. This car got, originally they thought it was, just an accident, caught mechanical problem, caught fire in front of some guy's house. And they investigated it and they found that it was torched by two 10-year-old kids. Two 10-year-old kids torched a car. They said, "Oh, well, everybody's doing it on TV. I want to do it too." What's up, kitty kitty?
You better not knock that shit over. Oh, I didn't mean to wake you up. Poor baby. Oh, I didn't mean to wake you up. Papa didn't mean to wake you up, did he?
Yeah, 2 out of my 3 cats are asleep. The other one's lurking somewhere.
Oh, poor baby. Here, I'm gonna go put you back. Oh, yeah, I know I'm an asshole. She's laying back down like, what the fuck is this, man?
Well, 95% of the time, we serve them. So
She's laying.
we're entitled to wake them up and, play with them, randomly every once in a while.
Let me straighten it up for you. There you go. Start acting right, and I'll give you a blanket to lay on instead of a newspaper.
Yeah, half the time I have to fight with my cats for the bed.
This one won't, man. Unless it's cold, she'll lay behind my legs.
Yeah, when it's hot, not so much. But yeah, in the wintertime, definitely, I have to fight for bed space.
Dude, I heard a cat outside getting. I mean, it sounded like he was fighting. And it sounded like this one, I mean, it was right here. But it wasn't.
Yeah, I get that all the time with my outdoor cats. I always hear them
She
fighting.
jumped all the way into the corner trying to get that frog, man.
They were going nuts tonight because the neighborhood skunk was around, and there was about 10 turkey vultures hanging around in the backyard. So they were all freaked out when I went out to go feed them.
Yeah, this one don't like to be held, really. I don't really hold her or nothing. Or really, I pet her, but every now and then that should come over for some of these.
My oldest indoor cat, she's very touchy. Like, you can pet her, but you can't get her too worked up and overstimulated. She starts to bite when she gets too excited. Because my dad got her declawed, and I hate declawing cats. It's torture. So when you declaw a cat, if they feel annoyed, they'll bite, because they don't have any other way of displaying their anger. So I gotta be careful with her, and she don't like to be picked up that much.
This one, she ain't even hungry.
And the youngest indoor cat annoys the fuck out of her. They torment each other. It's pathetic.
My mom has a weird thing like that with these two. Friendly cat. Well, they're both friendly, but the one just goes around, wah, wah. And if the other one gets close to him, he'll act like he's throwing a fit, man. But the cat is, so good natured. He doesn't even know. He's never even had another cat be mean to him. He doesn't even know what that is. It's just weird. And they don't even. He can't even look at him. The other one can't even look at him. And it's just crazy because it's been like 2 years now. Like cat knows it ain't gonna hurt him. But he goes around all day. Every time he sees him.
Yep. Yeah, my cats are pretty vocal.
Yeah. And everyone I've never had two cats fight with each other. None of them even know, about that. But other ones would come around and they'd fight them. But
hey, good night, Bill. You take care, brother.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it in about 10 minutes, guys. I'm off today, but I do have some stuff I got to take care of, so I need to get a few hours of sleep.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can turn this down. About to get a little warm there.
Yeah, it cooled off a little bit here. It's about 67, 68.
No, I'm talking about the light bulb when you when you
Oh, yeah.
grab a hold of them.
They do tend to get warm.
With this one right here, I can turn it on, and it don't draw the bugs, like that big one does. But I tell you though, that blue fan, shit, I point that thing at me.
Those are nice.
If it ain't got wing, if it ain't got feathers, it ain't flying through that shit, man. You ain't
To
gonna
be
fly.
honest, I feel really stupid now because we have a very similar fan up at my store. I should have borrowed it like 2 weeks ago when my basement flooded to help dry it out faster.
Yeah, that would have been good to do that. Yeah.
Because I was the only fan that I had to run down there was just an oscillating stand fan that wasn't that big.
That'd take forever.
I'm still running the dehumidifier down there to get it completely cleaned out.
Man.
I'll probably be doing it for the next week.
And I used to use those working on motorcycles, anything, because you could point it at pretty much one area. And man, it works.
Yeah, we have one at work. We keep the heating and cooling system at my store is a little awkward as far as like the placement of the vents and everything. And for whatever reason, it gets super warm up by our registers, at the kiosk in the front, and it just we have to run the fan in there in the summertime, otherwise we'll bake to death.
Yeah. This one here is loud as shit though. If it was that loud, I don't think I would have kept on shopping for like one of those mechanics fans, man. They're that's similar, but just too fucking loud, man. If you don't mind not listening to anything except wah all night long.
That's when you wear headphones.
Blowing.
Listen to some tunes.
Feels like driving down the road with the windows down.
It's like what I'm gonna look into investing in. Probably sometime in the next year, I'll break down and get a pair. Those insulated headphones that you wear outdoors for cutting grass that have like the built-in AM FM radio on them, and they're Bluetooth, so you can like hook your phone up to them and everything. They cost anywhere from like $40 to $100, depending on how good a pair you want to get. Because I spend probably a good 6 hours a week cutting grass, and just listening to that mower sucks.
Oh,
there we go. Got it. 251.
20. No, that's Celsius. 25.
25.1. Okay.
Which is 77. Actually, with this fan, man, I got another speed on it. One more.
Yeah, I'm waiting until it hits at least 90 degrees before I put my window AC unit in. That thing is just too expensive to run all the time.
Yeah, I don't even. I couldn't sit in here all day in the air conditioner all day, man.
Yeah, I can't do it either. Even when it's miserably hot and humid here, I can only run it for like maybe 4 hours at a time because it fucks my sinuses up so bad.
Yeah. Now I tell you what, I will get in the truck and go like somewhere just to crank that fucking AC on for about 2 minutes.
If it gets really bad at my place in the daytime, I can't do it at night, but in the daytime, I'll go down and hang out in my basement for a couple hours. Because it's always about 20 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
I keep a lawn chair down there just to hang out.
It's not bad when, the heat, like if you got fans and you got the air, open, like airflow, it ain't so bad then,
I spend the majority of my time awake up in my bedroom, and it's the upstairs room of the house, so all the hot air, runs up there. In the summertime, it's pretty brutal.
Oh shit! That's
And
cool.
I lost a shade tree that covers this half of the house, so it died over the winter. So I got less shade now.
So you live in like a 2-story house. That's pretty awesome. That's
Yeah,
badass.
it's got one room that's on the second floor. That's it.
Oh,
Just the main part of the house was built like probably 1885, something like that. It's an old house,
wow.
and the back end was put on back in the 60s.
Dude, the way like back then they would build the window, they would build the sash in the window and the sides. And they would build it to it, and like sometimes it would have a weight inside there that goes up and down.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they
Yep.
built shit back then weird,
Yep.
and you might still have those in there.
No, everything for the windows is aluminum framed from the 60s.
Now, I tell you, there still
I don't
could
think
be
they have counterweights.
in there that
Yeah, I don't think they're connected though.
No, but they'll still be in there in the what they call the jack. If you was to build it today, it would be called like the jack.
Okay.
But back then, it wasn't a jack; it was like the whole side of the window, and they built it like that. And I guarantee you got the old mechanism that's still in that, in that. And some of them are kind of interesting, weird, odd shape. That they built it all. But back then, man, they built shit crazy. It wasn't like it's all is now, But you might have like something like with a weight in between two, like in between that goes up and down for like the window. They had weird shit back then. I guarantee you, man, if they put those windows in, they left all that in those jams. They're probably still in there. Just an interesting piece of history,
Yeah.
that you don't see all the time. Man.
Okay, folks, it is 1:30 a.m. my time, and Florida's time as well.
Yep.
I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. It was a blast, as usual. And we got
seeing Battery.
Battery and Crow and Tanya. Dallas
is still in here.
And Zoombait, Brother Bill.
Battery says muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas. Muchas.
We will catch you on the flip side.
All right, y'all. Take it easy, man.
Be well.
Later.